We have to talk about this because I love that you have Hotel Diablo. This is really cool, graphic novels.
Thank you.
By the way, like literally, this is like this is the new way to get kids into like reading as well for like moms.
Totally.
I don't know if because my kids love the graphic novels, and it's so funny because we grew up with comic books, but it's like different. It's like next level.
It's more cerebral. It's more there. It's like it's almost like Twilight Zone. Like, you know what inspired me a lot with this was that Tower of Terror ride.
I love that ride.
When you go on it, so what's interesting is like, I don't know if the algorithm is the right word, but essentially every time you go on it, it's a new version of that ride. So even if you go on 2 seconds after you just got off of it, it takes you on a different, it does something different every time.
Yeah.
But it's the same building, which I thought was really interesting. And so it's 5 stories with some interstitial stories in it as well. And they all like tackle something that has to do with just like with social consciousness or your own demons or your own like and it's cool because it's not just like a guy in a cape, which is a great
message for kids. Yeah.
But this one is like, if you want to take that next step into like, you know, even like spirituality in a sense, you know, like the
best version of yourself.
Yeah, and it's nice to have like really beautiful images paired with things that you can, you know, because if you're 10, you read that and get something from it, but when you're 30, you can read that and get something much different from it too. So
I love that.
It's cool.
It's fun for like that. I love that you just said that because being a parent that reads, I read every night to my kids, and it's awesome whenever I'm as interested in them. In what I'm reading, you know, it's not like, well, I'm interested in reading to my kids, but you know what I mean. It's like watching those movies, like, and you're like, Shrek's funny, so you know what I'm saying. You're like, I don't mind watching it 15 times. Yeah. But this is so cool. Have you always wanted to do this?
I have. I like that. I'm a really big reader. I'll never forget when I read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Wow.
And I was so fascinated by a fantasy world. And
me too.
Then I graduated into, you know, that's a long book. So it was nice to like read something that you could read in 2
I love
days.
escapism like that. That's
Me
my
too.
I love fiction because it's nice to like get
book club.
Book club. Machine Gun and Kelly. It's a great book club.